Episode 8. Written by Bev Doyle.
What made you change your mind? Last time we spoke about it, you said you weren't brave enough. Your words.
I know, and I felt bad about letting you down, but then I got home and my mother was so cock-a-hoop about getting her mitts all over the festival committee.
Sorry, you're going to have to draw the line.
I saw how I'd slipped right back into how it used to be before she was stranded in the States. All the time that she was away, I ran my life just fine. Then she's back, and in no time at all, she's taken everything over, including me. I'm letting her breathe all the oxygen again, letting her disapproval shackle me.
Not the first mother to be a control freak.
No, but she's the best at it, believe me. She even calls her friends my people.
Wow.
It's not that she's a bad person. If anything, she's just too damn impressive.
What they call a force of nature.
Yeah, well, so is the wind. And I was just about to let it blow me over again. If I let her keep doing this, I'll break.
Good on you. Show her you're a windmill.
A what now?
Windmills. They take the power of the wind and use it to create energy.
Oh, God, I love you. And, her Empress of the Universe act made me realise that. I want to tell everyone that.
So when do we start?
Your dad and Jeet at home now?
Mm-hmm.
Then now.
There's your macchiato, Evie.
Thank you, Chloe. I must say this contactless payment is bad for my nerves.
You worried about online fraud? Honestly, it's safe as
Good
any...
Lord, no. It's just so easy to pay that I fear I'm having twice the caffeine.
No complaints here.
Actually, looking at your pastries and cakes...
You thinking of digitising your waistline while you're at it?
Very tempting, my dear. No, it's just made me think. You're what could be considered a professional in all things baked, wouldn't you say?
Am I?
I'd say so. I have a proposition for you. I think you might be interested.
Moving in.
It's not a done deal. We're thinking about it.
And we all know what that means. So what next? Marriage?
Well, we do love each other. It's bound to enter the equation.
And if and when you do, please let me know what I can do to help.
Thank you so much, Samesh. That's such a relief after all the agonising we've been through about this.
Are you as mad as Dad, Dadaji?
I'm just trying to see the bigger picture, Jeet. Try to understand.
The bigger picture? Screw looking at that. How about instead we all take a good long look at the calendar? Anyone notice what the date is?
Oh, you should have told me if it was a birthday or something. I would have waited.
Death Day, more like.
Oh, my God. Did Simran... Oh, surely you would have said something, Arj.
It's not that day.
Oh, great. So I am the only one that remembered that it's a year to the day that Mum went into hospital with COVID. Real class, Dad. But don't let that get in the way. Can't let the sheets get too cold, can we, Dad?
That's enough, Jeet.
You can say that again. More than I can take as it happens. Here, Lisa. Have my house keys. I don't need them. I'm out of here.
Morning, Louise. I have to say, that looks a bit weird.
Is that an Iranian thing? Just blurting out insults about what people are wearing?
It's 30 years since I set foot in the place. Not sure I'd remember if it was, no. It's just odd to see someone standing outside a pub not smoking.
I'm waiting for Jeet. He wants out on the Raz.
You're going out to drink, but you live in a pub?
The mood he sounded in, I'm not sure that Dad will want his custom. Meanwhile, you're going to make someone happy.
If you say so.
Bloke from the local rag just turned up looking for you. He's in there now.
A journalist?
Guess so. But then Katie Price was on a chat show, and they introduced her as a journalist, so I'm not sure what the definition is.
Looking for me?
I guess the local paper don't get too many exotic silver foxes with their own art studio come Airbnb.
You know what? You just reminded me I'm supposed to be at the dentist in 10 minutes.
When did I mention teeth?
Damn! You okay? Planet 1, Daisy, nil.
Sorry?
I know glass bottles make less CO2, but they don't reduce the number of klutzes on the planet. Just what I need. Oh, I'm all behind.
Yes, sorry about all the extra load. But Matt can't control when his stomach goes on the blink.
Oh, sounds like I'm not the only one clearing up a mess then.
You can relax now. I think Guinness are on it.
Screw beer, shots only, mate.
That's my point. I think you just bagged the record for most shots in 3 quarters. And my legs are fed up sprinting back and forth to the bar. Mind if I catch up?
Can't help it if you're a lightweight.
Well, not that I'm not enjoying myself, but it's my duty to tell you that this isn't going to help.
Oh, this mess is beyond help, so it doesn't matter. I'll get my own.
You and I both know what will help. You calming down, sobering up, and sorting this out properly with your dad.
Don't want to talk about my dad.
You really think he hasn't had loads of moments in the last year where he's been sat feeling as crappy as you're feeling right now?
Well, he's got her to make him feel better, hasn't he?
And you've got me.
Not in the same way, though. I mean, we never even kissed.
Nice one, Jay. I mean, kick a mate in the nuts when he's trying to help you out. I said I was sorry about that.
You got nothing to be sorry about. I was the jerk.
Not doing anything you don't want to do isn't being a jerk.
But being too scared to go along with something that you really did want is... well, it's cowardice at least. So, why don't we get some more Dutch courage and see what happens?
I'd really like that.
I'm not too drunk to sense the but.
I mean, if we did, then I'd be the coward. I mean, don't you get it? That would be the easy way out. Taking advantage of you because you're in pain. I mean, if we did anything like that, I want it to be because you're feeling just the opposite of pain. That's why you got to go and talk to your dad. Don't you get it? This just proves that you're both looking for comfort in the same place.
Double espresso. That's serious.
If this was a Western, I'd say leave the bottle. Would you say I'm a bad person?
You're a customer. That's impossible.
Seriously.
Okay, what's up?
Don't listen to me. I paid for an espresso. You've every right to charge extra for therapy.
Hi there.
Usual?
Save time, doesn't it?
Sit down. I'll bring it. Think your guest will want anything?
What guest?
Reporter came in. Wants to interview you.
Ooh, fame at last, Farhad.
I told him you usually pop in about this time, so he said he'd be around...
Actually, cancel that. I think a filling just came loose.
Well, if you're... Sure.
That was... something.
I can see him. He's actually sprinting down the road.
I guess I'm not the only one in a bind.
Oh, you'll be fine. It'll all sort itself out in the end. Oh, sorry. I'm not good at this.
Oh, you're doing just fine. Anyway, I can't be that bad a person. Otherwise, the vicar wouldn't ask me to take charge of the pie stall at the festival. She wouldn't be allowed to give the job to the Wicked Witch, would she?
Maggie asked you to do the pie stall?
Yes. I had other things on my mind at the time, but it might just be the thing that I need to get some perspective.
But Evie asked me to do that stall. Just this morning.
I owe you an I told you so.
If you say so.
I was going to take Matt's overall back home to wash. This was in the pocket.
Let me guess. That's exactly the amount of money missing from the till.
Yep, you were right. I'm sorry I even doubted you.
For the record, I didn't tell you so. I just said that we couldn't rule out the possibility that Matt had, gotten confused. Oh, you must be relieved the money turned up.
Well, yes, but that just gives me something worse to worry about.
Oh, I wouldn't read too much into it. My last battle flu, I overdosed on cough syrup and got up to all sorts of nonsense.
No, I don't think this is too much cough syrup. Have to face up to the fact that Matt is not getting the hang of this shopkeeping life.
I don't know what to suggest.
Nor do I. But something needs to be done. This is our livelihood we're talking about.
You come looking for these?
No. You.
How'd you find me?
Grandad reckon you might have gone somewhere sentimental. We used to come here with Mum. Remember, she always used to say it wasn't just a reservoir, it was our own little lake district on our doorstep.
Yeah. You still angry?
Half angry, half drunk.
Not the best combination. I'm not doing this to hurt anyone.
But saying you're a lousy driver doesn't make the people you run over feel any better.
And it doesn't mean that I love you any less. It just makes me sad that I'm hurting someone I love.
So why are you doing it?
I guess because the road doesn't go away just because you skidded off it. You still have to carry on down it sometime.
But today, of all days?
Yeah. That was screwed up. I'm not saying it was right, but you might understand when...
When I'm older, yeah, that old record. Look at me, Dad. I'm not in Ben 10 pyjamas anymore. I'm wandering about, drunk and depressed. That's as adult as it gets.
I was gonna say, you might understand when somebody comes along that you can't ignore, even if you feel that you should.
How do you know I haven't already?
Because you won't let me in to find out. Is there somebody?
Hey, I'm not the one on trial here.
Okay then, if you need a confession, you're really not gonna like this. The fact is, I didn't forget the date.
Oh, Jesus, Dad.
I know, it looks really bad, but getting reminded how life took away one of the most precious things in my life just hurts so much.
Funny way of showing it.
It hurts so much that I didn't care what the world thought. I didn't even care what you thought. It hurts so much. I was empty of everything but feeling angry. You can't tell me you don't know how that feels. I felt so hurt and angry that I said, I'm gonna hit back. I'm gonna take that ugly, brutal pain and stick something happy, something that might just be wonderful right down its damn throat. I was selfish. I did it to help ease my pain. What it can't do is take away your pain. I'm your father and I can't do that. So, now I have that pain to go with the agony of losing your mother. Defense rests.
Like I said, I'm not your little boy anymore. Maybe that becomes someone else's job.
I wish there was someone for you like that, son. I really do.
Maybe. Maybe someone already took on the job.
You got something to tell me?
Just something that someone said to me in the pub earlier. And they were right. Here you were, doing the same thing as I was. Give or take half a bottle.
Maybe next time we should share the drinks.
Don't push your luck. Besides, you only drink dinosaur drinks.
You know, the three of us probably fed those ducks together when they were chicks.
Mum gave them all names, didn't she?
Yeah. I reckon that one at the back is Daenerys.
She loved her Game of Thrones. That one washing its wings looks like Jojen. Even got the quiff of light feathers on top.
Lisa.
What are you doing?
Answering it?
Are you for real?
Not sure it's anything to laugh about.
Oh, come on, Chloe. Really?
I was looking forward to doing that pie stall. You knew that.
But our vicar obviously didn't. Or maybe she did and just asked Lisa to make a point.
Well, neither of you should be mucking people about.
And you speak for Lisa too? She upset as well?
Probably more. She's got other things on her plate, apparently. But yeah, she's not happy about it. So what now?
What do you want me to do about it?
You're on the steering committee. Steer. And commit this time while you're at it.
Oh, the burdens of office. Actually, I do have an idea. A really good idea.
No, really, Lisa. It's not a disappearing act.
Dad! Are you even listening to me?
Yeah, you're right. We should be dealing with this together. Hey!
I just don't believe you.
Give that back.
Our time, Dad. Our time.
Oh, stop acting like a child.
Oh, sorry, caller. He's on the other line right now.
Jeet!
Do I have your attention now?
Jeet, you bloody idiot!
Actually, you know what? I've got nothing to say to you.
Is it safe to sit here?
Relax. I haven't offed anyone since that last Jehovah's Witness.
That's a joke, right?
You had any Jehovah's Witnesses ringing your bell?
No.
You can thank me later.
I meant, is this a press-free zone?
Oh, yeah. Someone said you were doing a Greta Garbo.
I like to do my bit for the planet, yes.
Sounds like they didn't have cinemas where you grew up. Iraq, wasn't it?
Okay, 1-1. Want a refill?
Knock yourself out, pal.
G&T and another here, please, Alan.
Sure.
I don't get it. Photographic mug like yours, I'd be getting it plastered over the front page if I could. It's like free Tinder. I thought you arty guys like to be beating them off with a painty stick.
Ever heard the saying, art for art's sake?
Yeah, normally from millionaire artists.
Okay, let's both agree. I'm no David Hockney. So I shouldn't have to put up with the publicity.
You do know this guy looking for you was from the same paper that has the rubbish collection days in it? Sunday Times art correspondent was unavailable.
It's a point of principle.
Whatever works for you. Seems a bit of an extreme reaction to me, though. They don't even wrap chips in the papers these days.
Well, as you say, whatever works for me. Let's hope it stays that way.
Hello? What's this, Maggie? Tippling before even song?
Needs must when the devil drives. Scotch, please, Alan.
Righto.
Scotch at tea time? Must be some devil.
Evie diabolical enough for you?
Oh, what's she done now?
Ugh, the worst thing that I could have hoped for. She's come up with a great idea.
That is low.
Oh, she's like Japanese bindweed. Gets herself wrapped around everything.
Sit down and tell your Uncle Logan all about it.
Seems that quite separately, we double-booked the festival pie stall. So, Evie called an ad hoc meeting of the steering committee to find a solution.
Steering committee?
You're like Cobra, only with cakes.
I say find a solution, but she had one already up her sleeve. And a good one, damn it.
Here you go.
Thanks, Alan.
This long pause crap before a reveal has really gone stale.
Instead of having a pie stall, we're going to have a pie off.
Where are you going to pie off to?
This isn't funny.
Shame. I was just working up to the soggy bottom gag.
Oh, everybody loves those baking competitions, right? The steering committee gets to judge. I can see it being a huge success.
I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure that you're committing at least 2 of your deadly sins talking that way.
She's lucky that I don't cut straight to Commandment 7.
Adultery?
That's 8. But I'm pleased to see you get that close.
Stop you there, Vicar. You're not recruiting, you're venting, remember?
I know. I should only be thinking of what's best for the festival. And this clearly is. But that woman she's closing in on me. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Since she's come back, she seems to be everywhere before I get there.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm the vicar. I'm not sure I'm allowed to.
You take back the initiative, Hen.
How exactly?
Think about it. You're the one with the big guns.
My what?
Your community radio slot. She who broadcast broadest gets to run the agenda.
The man talks sense.
Evie's relying on her shock and awe tactics to keep everyone reacting. You need to go big to beat her. Use your slot to big up this contest. Make it a big media thing. Run some on-air competitions. Run a public vote. All the shiny floor razzmatazz.
I don't get it. You're telling me I should get right behind her idea?
He's saying that when you're finished, it won't be her idea anymore.
I like it. I love it. Oh, I'd so love to see the smug smile wiped off her face.
Doesn't sound very Christian.
This comes under Inquisition, Christian. You're right. From tomorrow, I'm going to get proactive.
I think it needs more than a continental breakfast.
Just for that one, you get the next round in as well.
What are you doing coming around the back?
I'm really jacked up right now, and after this afternoon, it's probably best I stay away from the wet end of this place.
Pretty hard to do. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a pub.
Well then, any room at the inn?
You're not going home?
I don't have one, as long as he's with that woman.
Come on then. At least I can do. Partly my fault anyway. Me and my big mouth.
No. You did everything right, bruv. There's only one guy that's screwed up, the way I see it.
He's your dad. Come on, you'll get over this.
As of this afternoon, I don't have a dad.
Greenborne, Episode 8, was written by Bev Doyle. Alan Godwin was John Altman. Beverly Godwin was Corrinne Wicks. Sam Sharma, Pal Aaron. Evie Lejeune, Louise Jameson. Farhad Madani, Raad Rawi. Arjun Sharma, Raj Ghatak. Lisa Lejeune, Ali Murphy. Chloe Chan, Rebecca Yo. Jeet Sharma, Shash Hira. Tanny Jefferson, Amy Roxon. Lewis Godwin, Finley Pyle. Daisy Godwin, Lucy Fish. Logan Coburn, Joshua Manning. And Maggie Roberts, Laura Shavin. Other roles were played by members of the cast. Greenborne was devised by Colin Brake, based on an original idea by Colin Brake and Andrew Mark Sewell. Greenborne FM station sound by DivaWeb. Original music, Tim Arnold. Sound design and post-production, Kirsty Gilmore. The studio manager was Wilfredo Acosta. Series producer was Helen Quigley, and the director, Andrew Mark Sewell. Greenborne is a B7 Media production made with the support of the Audio Content Fund. Visit Greenborne online at greenborne.co.uk.